Test 1, 2, 3. Hmm. Yeah, that's good. Evening gamers. It's currently 3:10 p.m. 16 September 24, and we are 2 hours 49 minutes away from Reverse Rayashki ending. So we're just gonna read the whole chapter through, I guess. I don't know. Let's see where we go. Not, you can just go to YouTube.
That navy blue color. It's a mutant. So that's why they've sent me here. Something is wrong with this town. Rayashki is a town on an island near the North Pole. Peaceful and free from strife. For decades, the town has prospered from mining ore.
But that ore has now run dry. And without the ore, Zeno will no longer support us. Comrades, it is time to leave.
Always so aggressive when they're asking to leave.
I drafted the town's ley energy map. Here, we might find new resources.
This is amazing! Are new rocks growing out of the dirt?
You found a new way out for us.
This is our last hope. To protect our dreams and unite our people. For our land, for our future. Comrades, we march.
That's emotional. Well, I got Willa and Wings, so we're pretty Gucci. No guarantees, but probably gonna get Lucy too. I'm gonna pull 22. You can count on the monthly reset also. 22. What? Oh. 54, okay. At least we got one to guarantee. Guarantee a pity, so hopefully we just get Lucy first run and bolt. Or bang it. Alright, story. Hopefully we can make it in time, but I don't know. If we don't make it in time, then she'll be it. Farewell, Rayashki. Welcoming ceremony. Bruh. I got 2 hours 45 minute give and take.
I once traveled to a small town called Rayashki. It was located high up within the Arctic Circle, and it was frigid cold all year long.
Nice.
After my visit there, I traveled to many more places. From Zealand to the Balkan Peninsula, my journey went on and on. But above all other places, I kept finding my thoughts returning to that little town, to its incandescent lights glowing in the long dark of the polar night, to the shared dream of the people there. I got this picture book from Rayashki. It is a children's book, a thin one at that, But the story inside has the power to warm a frigid heart. Once opened, whirls of bright primary colors run into one another and flow up onto my palm. I found myself returning to it during stormy days when I was stuck at home.
So who is the nerd? Seems like Lynn's song, but does she sound like that? Ooh, typewriter.
This is a story about honest and ordinary people.
It would seem so. Rayashki.
The swans are dancing in a circle. Their arms go back and forth.
That doesn't look like Swan.
Vila and the swans have done this dance almost 20 times last week. She taught the swans all their beautiful moves.
What is Vila doing?
Swan Lake is the best ballet ever. I remembered Mr. Afghani once said so. He also said the tortoises would come to watch the show. But why would tortoises want to watch Swan Lake? Vila
I
says
wonder
she doesn't
why.
like the tortoises. She likes knowledge. I don't know much about knowledge. But I think Miss Vila's always right.
Perhaps.
Only between you and me? Vila smells like seaweed and coral. But those are happy smells to me.
Oh,
I
that's
think
peculiar
she
smell
must be
indeed.
the princess of the ocean. But she tells us she is not special, and that everyone here is equal, no matter if they are a princess or a swan. That we all have 2 feet and 10 fingers, and if we all work together, we can build the beacon to the future. I hope in the future we still get to sing and dance when we are not building beacons. Nina's favorite food is called alonka. It's a chocolate bar. She used to cry a lot whenever she made a mistake with her dancing. But then Vila talked to her, and now she doesn't cry so much. One time, she danced very, very perfectly. So, Vila gave her a piece of an alonka bar.
Alonka.
I believe she will be a great dancer. If she doesn't get too nervous on stage, then she could have even more chocolate.
More chocolate is
I
good.
wish I was like her. I want chocolate too.
Start dancing, boy.
But I'm not a swan like her. And now, there's never any Alyonka in the canteen's cupboard.
Never. What does that mean?
Now Nina is the swan princess. The most prettiest of all swans.
Good form, I guess?
Basono is the swan prince. He is a nice one, and he has many, many swan friends. And Piotr is the evil sorcerer, a black swan. Nobody wanted to be the bad guy, but Piotr doesn't mind.
Oh.
He is very serious and always bossy to everyone, so he doesn't have many swan friends.
Interesting.
Piotr just wants to do his job as perfectly as he can. Because he loves our town. Now, Avgust is not a swan, but
Was
he
that the
also
glitch?
loves his town. Then there is a little mouse who moves as quickly as the blowing wind. Will it be our new visitor? What was it that Vila said about new visitors? I don't remember now.
not comrades. August put down his paper, returning to the world of noise and people. He looks around for a familiar face.
Vila!
The boy slips through the crowd till last he finds their face looking out over a snowy field. And there is Villa.
Reporting to you, Comrade Villa. I have a very important question.
Well, then go ahead, little Comrade Avgust.
How should we receive the new visitors coming to town? Maybe we can
Did not
welcome
get
them with
Avgus.
Salienka? Or friendship? Or maybe something else?
We will welcome them with white snow, with smiles on our faces, and with welcoming arms we use to achieve our dreams, as we do for everyone who comes here, little comrade.
Standard procedure. Villa wipes away the pain from the child's face and stands.
It's always good to ask questions. But don't forget your task today, all right?
Points to the unfinished painting in his hand.
Oh,
Avgus nods eagerly.
I won't. My drawings are important. But Villa says entertaining our new friends is also important. Which one comes first?
Close up's cluttered drawing about 1 minute. Alright, continue.
After the swans have flown away, Evgeny will go up to the stage. Evgeny is not an evil sorcerer, but he knows a secret magic that makes everyone's tongues hide in their mouths. He is
Strong
not so
presence.
much a bad person, I think. Evgeny's shadow is very long, but no one, not even my sunflower, can explain why.
Curious.
Evgeny walks heavily onto the stage. His appearance comes without any applause.
Tall figure reaches the podium.
We have received a telegraph. Xenos investigators will arrive here in Rayashki tomorrow afternoon.
Right.
And we will be hosting a welcome ceremony.
Carl is silent in reply.
I understand your concerns. I know you don't want Xeno to interfere with your lives, nor do you want their troops stationed here. And I would remind you that they have honored their side of the deal for decades now.
Carl's hand rises up to break the silence.
We give them runium ore, and they supply us in return. It should be as simple as that. Always it has been this way, since my grandfather's time.
Well, something's changed, doesn't it? What is it?
Times have changed, Comrade Knut. In the old days, Xeno used to pay us generously for mining this runium, because our ore was necessary for their arcane combat vehicles. But now, we have nearly exhausted all our mines. You know this better than I do.
But isn't there some other work we can do? Already we build our own houses, and now we even grow our own crops.
Probably not enough.
He's right. Why must we work with Xeno if we could feed ourselves?
Comrades, calm yourselves. Evgeny is doing this for everybody's sake. Have you forgotten about those little monsters?
What monsters?
Is there anyone left on our defense team that hasn't been injured fighting them?
Audience fall quiet. Evgeny seizes on their moment.
It is as Comrade Nikita said. The critters are running rampant these days. Not only have they occupied most of our minds, some have even found their way into the town.
Dangerous.
Do you really think we can protect our people with our small defense team? Don't you care about your neighbor's safety? Do you want to keep Rayashki an isolated town just to let it die?
Sounds good, but agenda?
Rayashki is more than an isolated town, Yevgeny. And we all know that.
But this is the reality we all must face now.
Reality triumphs. Skated on without his rights involuntarily, she holds a stare. Workers, cooks, security personnel, soon all of Rayashki is joined.
Comrade Evgeny, it was your idea to turn to these Xeno big guys for help. But you never even asked what we think, did you? So you can't blame us for disagreeing now.
Fair?
I'm doing this for your good.
Okay, a bit much. His assurance did not seem to have much impact at all. Cold wind passes across the square.
We can take care of ourselves.
She has more to say, but she moves to speak. Her skills stare on edge and shiver audibly. She holds her hand up, signaling to the crowd there is a sand on the wind, dangerous. Roar. Part of hairy creature bursts into the square.
Everyone, watch out!
Picks up wooden chair to fend them off.
Defense team! On it!
Yeah, so they were saying, imagine there was a white. Wait. Creature flee in a panic, nothing else, the attack served to bring town together.
I salute your sense of smell, Comrade Vila. We could have suffered much more severe consequences without your forewarning.
And shake and salute a share, the dispute not absent from anyone's mind.
Think nothing of it. It's just a reflex reaction when there's danger nearby.
She touches the scale, pressing them down and the same.
But this incursion has proved my point. We need Xeno's help. The other townspeople are not gifted with your set of talents. We are all vulnerable to the growing dangers. Wouldn't you agree? I only ask you to put yourself in their shoes.
Even if danger sense, if you can't fight. I mean, Vila doesn't even have a tag card. Speak softly, even so words land like a heavy one.
Your criticism is valid and well accepted, Comrade Yevgeny. Perhaps I could agree with your plan. Provided Xeno's presence is a temporary one, we just don't want them to change things for us here.
Atmosphere in the square moves from joyful to serious as the meaning of their words takes hold.
I'm glad that you have finally come to realize what is best for us. Xeno is known for their rigorous methods and rational decision-making, and they are committed to maintaining peace around the world. I'm sure they will make the right decision.
Surely.
They trusted us to supply their ore, and we have faithfully played our part in supporting them. Thanks to our help, Xeno has successfully tackled many international issues. It has always been them and us together, fighting for a better world.
When he puts it that way, he is right. We should be proud of our cooperation.
Surely. Even without punchline, not sleep belly love breaks the tension.
Therefore, we will show our appreciation to Xeno for the contributions they've made to the world with our help. Now let's continue our rehearsals.
As they don't return their duty, Sharp-Eye Child noticed that someone is missing.
Have you seen August? I can't find him.
Oh no.
Strange. Where did he go?
Looking for a new Linka left in the cupboards, I'd bet. He's always breaking the rules, doing whatever he wants.
We shouldn't talk badly about our classmate, Piotr. He's one of us.
Why isn't he here then? Piotr lowers his head, face crumpling, and at last lets out a grumble fit for a bear.
Yes, you're right. I just wanted everyone to do their best, even him.
Don't worry, kids. We will find them.
Mila pats Nina's shoulders softly.
A child is missing, Comrade Yevgeny. I suggested temporary suspension of our rehearsals.
Any moments how responding catches the weight of the word.
It must be that strange kid again. He is always sneaking away like this.
Of course, there's been no small trouble in the past, Evgeny frowned, but without it to make Blair tell us, no, it's not an acceptable answer.
He's only trying to understand the world in his own way.
True, but... Every single time? Come on, man. You can't do that. And almost close 20 minutes. It's not looking good, comrades. We still have a long way to go. Big discoveries. I also need to finish Elusive Understanding. Fine. Didn't scratch. A question of where the current little dreamer disappears without true conundrum. As they search through the dockyard, the post office, and the town phone booth, it is not traceable. Blood is just gone. This is of course because he has assigned himself a more critical mission, welcoming newcomers. Difficult task, especially when it leads him so far away, but he's not alone. His sunflower hops along. You mean hops along? It's alive?
Vila once said that sunflowers mean warmth, and that makes them everyone's friends.
Insane.
They would warmly welcome every guest that comes to town. Just like
I
my
guess
best
he
friends
means
here,
well.
right?
He raised the sunflower in his hand and whispers softly to its petals.
Best friends. Everyone should have a best friend.
Then picks up the pendant. Following his whisper, the pendant emits a faint glow.
Alright. Now here are big friends, small friends, many friends. So that our new guests won't feel so lonely when they come.
Small footprint continue forward through the snow and printing on gold delays. I mean, the guest is not here alone, are they? And nearly called Rayashki newest guest. That's
Amazing. I've never seen such a highly mutated Ijirak before. I would have missed these precious research opportunities if there weren't a gathering in the town. Oh, Winsong, seems like life has been good to you in your theory.
Just there and tell me at the beach in front of her with the notes hardly keeping pace with a whispered observation.
The disorder in ley energy here has not only caused the exhaustion of the Runian mines, but has also mutated local critters to varying degrees. Then Zeno was right. No wonder they have sent so many researchers here to look for abnormalities. Even the crank ones like me.
Got
It's obvious that
ambush.
this town has more to it than a handful of overly active critters. But they don't seem especially interested in the mutant ones either. Zeno, what were you looking for here?
Sudden movement passing under her coat brings her out of one. Plop.
Hey, let go! Let go of my leg!
Strange. You're not a fox, and you're not a sable.
What? Parents of the unknown child bringing that for confusion, followed swiftly by
Hey, kid, what are you doing?
pigs as a listing of a small furry snowflakes. Unfortunately, Wingsong is not the only one started by the child.
Oh, shoot. Ejiraks are usually known for their good temper. It seems to not apply to their mutant kin.
Great job, kid. Rugged antlers aim squarely at the researcher. Creatures now puff each aggravated breath.
Fine.
Imagine a fight.
Природа — это числа и черты.
Are you building blocks here?
Great question. Starter runs off into the distance.
Whew. Lucky for us, it seems to still be afraid of the dark like the rest of its kind. It's finally over.
The affection faded as she takes stock of the surroundings.
Oh, my materials!
Wow. You are the most.
What? Little hand struggled to reach any higher, past the fizzing hand of the researcher.
You drove away all the bad critters and protected everyone. The swans on the stage, the big burning furnaces in the factory, and even the uncle sleeping in the mine with Papa. I think they would all give you a big thumbs up.
Surely.
Huh?
Huh. She sighed, resigned that she must now deal with her uninvited guests. Though in fact she is the only one here uninvited.
You can call me Windsong? Just to be clear, I'm not a spy, kid. I'm just a traveler staying in town for the moment.
She casually raises an identification card in her hand, card adorned with a familiar sunflower petal.
Oh, but I have never seen you before. Do you also like to rest in the water? Like Villa? Do you also have a beautiful blue tail?
What? Strange question proved difficult to parse even one at a time, but the little boy circles around her, unleashing more insoluble of the sound.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm certain that I am not what you think I am, little fellow. I am a researcher. We often stay in quiet corners when we work on a project, so you won't see us often. Understand?
Listen, kid.
Researchers? Like those people on TV? I saw them stand on a tall stage with flowers in their arms. They spoke a lot and cried. And then they were given a shiny medal.
Good for them.
Vila said the medals were to praise them for being very clever.
Very.
Can I see your medal?
Don't got one. Her soul penetrated deep in some face twitches unnaturally.
Oh, the crystal on you looks stunning. It looks purer than those in the mine carts.
Dodging. Gay center on it, beautiful crystal hanging on a boy's neck. Chance possibly to stop this barrage of questions.
Of course. Papa gave it to me.
Small chest swells with pride.
It is
Right?
precious, but also
Question
very
mark rainbow flag.
dangerous. A crystal like this is almost as volatile as undiluted runium ore. They use this stuff for war machines. Kid, listen to me. Put that away. Go home now and don't let anyone see it. Understand? It could stimulate the critter's appetite.
Oof. Bro is a magnet. Winston nods with satisfaction, eager to see him leave. Fortunately, the sunflower gently brushes at him, her arm once.
Can you build a very, very tall wall? One that can protect the whole town? Like what you did with the blocks?
Nope.
I'm sorry, little fellow.
Once the now empty patch of snow covered ground.
That was just a trick. It won't last long.
Oh, that was amazing! Nina, Knut, Villa, everyone should learn from you.
I mean, can it? Is it even learnable?
Could I make the doors and stones listen to me like you did one day? Will I be great? Like you?
Perhaps, but I don't have a kid. I don't know what you do.
A strange kid like you should live in the age of Aquarius and be a part of the New Age movement, or become some kind of yogi doing meditation, and do it anywhere but here.
The New Age movement. What is that?
Good question. Perhaps was a time at turning away goes without knowledge, or still it seems to intrigue.
Is that where you're from?
It's not a place. It's a spirit of a time, full of interesting things like crystals, new schools of thought, many crazy and creative ideas.
Will the sun close its eyes? Will the dark clouds spit on people? Will our ships blow bubbles under the water?
Hello, I'm under the water. Somehow persistent questions stop being a source of subtle warmth of his boundless wonder shakes loose the frost from her heart. Her smile turning from faint to genuine.
Of course. They even believe that the world is a giant piece of blank paper, and they are the artists drawing on it. And not
Quite the
only
metaphor.
that, they are obsessed with bizarre ideas. Where did the Stonehenge on the Salisbury Plain come from? Where are the ships and planes which traveled past the Sargasso Sea now?
I like them.
Child's voice blurs the edges with the reality and pleasant memories of a past, but time when they were artists.
They called themselves lay hunters, the apprentices of a once renowned school of thought. However, few people in academic circles accepted the idea of ley lines as an answer to their questions. So, for these
Not
lay
tangible,
hunters,
I guess.
it has been a long walk through a dark night.
Then they can come to Rayashki. Here the sun never sets. Half the year anyways.
That's long.
Then I can be their friend. And when I grow up, I will be a lay hunter too.
Winsong tidals the skies, a warding of touch.
I'm afraid it's a bit too late, little fellow. Most have already given up. They lost interest in solving the mysteries and lost their faith in finding the curves and the lines. So, the study of ley lines has been all but abandoned.
Too bad.
There's only one fool left that hasn't given it up.
You speak wistfully entrance that there is a memory of the western nearing sun. Bro is not very alert.
And you, I suppose, are this only one fool, yes?
Oh. Villa pulls August towards her protectively and reproaches him with a ruffle of the child's.
Please, ma'am. Believe me, I am not a child abductor.
Well,
What an introduction. Winsong offers a faint gesture towards them.
I think this isn't a good place to receive our guests. We have much more appropriate arrangements for new friends. But if our guest has any ill intentions, we will retaliate.
Sounds fair and dangerous. Well, that's how they met. Quite a strong first impression. 2 chapters, almost 30 minutes. And we got 18, 19. I'm not sure we got enough time, but it is what it is. I saw some playthrough on YouTube, and it goes to 5 to 6 hours. So yeah. And I'm trying to short it to 3 hours. Not even 3 hours. Group Ichi harboring their own town return to the small town villa and August humming out a sing-song tune. An anxious wing song remains silent for the jury. Villa wheels around just as they arrive at the outskirts, keeping out the cadence of the song.
We're here. thank you for taking care of little Comrade August, miss.
Hmm? You mean I'm not here to be questioned? Or arrested?
Of course not. Perhaps we're a little too optimistic, but when we meet a stranger, we prefer to welcome them.
Quite optimistic. Mila looks over the awkward figure, reading the expression on her face. It's a break silent with a stop.
Oh. Well, I'm Winsong.
That's a very unique name. And where is it you come from?
From the east side of the Dniester River.
Yes. Mila's scales are hit with a sea breeze, haunts her and their conversation. Teacher breaks out from a pause.
No offense, miss, but you have a complicated and unfamiliar scent about you.
What?
The smell of hard rocks, a lighthouse by the sea, rainwater in a humid summer. Nothing hostile, though.
Bro is smelly.
I think most rootless travelers like me smell like that.
Welcome to Rayashki, Miss Winsong.
Mila motions inward to the town.
Thank you. I understand your caution, but...
Winsong is seized by her own suspicion, spying the unusual scales on the host. Catches the glance, subtly tucks at the sleeve and swings her neck to her coat, taking a few cautious steps back.
You have nothing to worry about. It's not a disease. Anyway, let's talk about you. I heard that you are a researcher.
Oh no.
Not long ago, many of your peers visited here. They wandered around and looked under every rock and floorboard in the town, like you do. I thought perhaps they were attracted here by the town itself, but regrettably, not long after, they left one after another in disappointment. I was disappointed too.
Did not find nothing. There is a curiousness in their tone.
Will you be like them?
Those people are famous scholars. Of course they won't spend too much time on a project with unclear prospects. But I'm used to those.
Random project. Spread hand out to the town, nothing more to say.
I salute you for your courage and spirit of exploration.
I thought you might be more hostile to me. Shouting things like, "Who do you think you are to prowl about on our private property?"
Huh?
Oh.
Many see the study of ley lines like finding a needle in the grass of a Siberian field. Wasted effort with negligible results.
Nothing big.
There is no such thing as meaningless work. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, or what you do. You will find your purpose here.
Ain't that nice? A purpose. Mila shifts her gaze over to August, who have been found and surrounded by the other children.
Is that so? No wonder how you have such an unusual student like August.
All that childhood wonder. Innocence. Somehow you've preserved it in him, haven't you?
A little. Children seem unconcerned with the new adult. They have their own will, their own rules to be addressed.
Is the show finished? We cancelled our rehearsal, August. Mr. Yevgeny just left red-faced.
Yes, and he cancelled the friendship cheese on the food menu. All thanks to you.
Oh no.
But I was welcoming our new friend.
And we have lost our cheese because of you. This is all your fault. You're the most bothersome kid in the Rayashki.
I know that word. Most means the best. So thank you, Piotr.
Dented.
You!
And the children get close.
August, we don't see anyone new here. You're not lying again, are you?
She's with Vila. They greet each other, share footprints, and even sing together.
What does share footprints even mean?
Winsong is also the best. She can draw many lines on the snow and even on a seagull.
Is that true?
We're not having another freak in town, right?
Do you mean drawing on the blackboard? Like Miss Vila did?
August bravely shakes his head, feigning an air of
She made the earth turn into a tall wall. And she blew her breath at it and made a building appear.
No, of course
If we
nobody
had
gonna
enough
trust him.
lay hunters like her working together, we would be able to send sunflowers high into the sky.
For that.
That's not so tough. All the men in town know how to build stuff like that. When we grow up, we will work like them, with hoes and shovels.
Wait, what? Oh my god, this should be enough. But modern language.
But that will take ages.
If we can learn how to build like the lay hunters, then we could help the adults right now.
Don't listen to August.
Why the anger? Children this conversion. Immediately Piotr finds a squeeze out. Poor little Piotr, always the contrary, puff his cheek and hurry over to the adults.
Greetings, Miss Winsong.
Hello.
Is it true? Can you really shape the earth into different things and build things from it?
Not exactly. The things I build with my arcane skill have only a momentary effect. I can't use it that way. I learned it as part of my research while studying ley lines.
Now the children joins in.
Miss Vinsong, those things Afkus told us, are they true? The sun that closes its eyes, the dark clouds that spit on people, and the lines that can reveal everything.
What?
Miss Winsong, will you be our teacher? Like Miss Vila?
What?
Can you prove anything?
What?
Kids, one question at a time.
Children surround Winsong, catching her. She looks apologetically.
Sorry, Miss Vila. I should explain it to them. Mine is not a formal discipline. Many people believe that it relies too much on the observations of arcanists, and the conclusions aren't useful for the public. So it is best that you kids do not study it.
Oh. Shrugs his shoulder.
A pursuit of passion, fit for only a very stubborn fool like me.
I see.
Vila nods in understanding.
Then you must show us all about it. Shouldn't she, kids? I'm sure Miss Winsong would be
Instigator.
very happy to give us a special lesson about her studies.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yay!
yay. Escaping this unasked for obligation may prove more difficult as
Miss Vila, I thought I made myself clear.
You have worked hard in this pursuit of passion, haven't you?
Regardless, the study of ley lines is, well, it's useless.
Winsong lightly taps a yellow notebook filled with cryptic scribbles and notes.
Useless.
These kids should learn something like geography. It's a much more thorough and important field. As far as the general public and academic institutions are concerned, the study of ley lines is just a niche aspect of geography. Worse still, one that is solely accessible to arcanists. To devote any real time to its investigation would take up valuable research funds and equally valuable researchers.
At least that was how they felt about it.
But what about you, Comrade Winsong? Vila froze a brow.
Who can say for certain?
What about you? Do you also think that the study of ley lines is a waste of funds and manpower?
Oof, there it is.
Of course I don't. Through ley lines, we can detect arcanum-related events in the area, learn about local arcane creatures, and find the secrets hidden both above and below the Earth's surface. But I can't yet prove this to people.
Vila places a hand on Winsong's shoulder.
Well, you don't have to prove it alone. It doesn't matter what others think of your work. the only important thing is finding its uses. At first, Rayashki was just a remote village far north in the Arctic Circle. People came here to share a dream of a better future. It was only by luck that we found the Runium. Then Zeno approached us and became our business partner. For over 60 years, people here have worked together to make it what it is now. We built the school, the swimming pool, and the cinema.
Cinema.
For everyone. Rayashki embraces and takes in every newcomer. You and your studies are no exception. This is where our paths meet.
Villa smiles warmly. Looks like a warm sea breeze. Pair of hands, concealing sharp scale, extended towards me.
Please know that I'm not just doing this for you. I'm doing this for a better future.
Mila glanced at the children not far away. Some of them seemed to be solemnly saluting somehow. They were security.
A well-rounded education is vital in bringing up the next generation of scientists and workers. Our children should learn more about this world, even from those perspectives and types of knowledge that aren't widely accepted.
Insong looks out there, meets the fade over an unexpected friend. He waves back saying, for the future.
Thank you, Miss Vila.
Claps her hand, colder than expected, but welcoming. Let's see. Yeah, there's a seed in there. If I go full Aldo, I'm gonna get super sleepy. Oh god. Oh wait. Candies!
The study of ley lines sees the world as a clear map. The cities look like squares to us, while natural landscapes appear to be curves overlapping one another. Many bizarre places in the world, such as the location of the Tunguska explosion or the mysterious 30th parallel north, can't be drawn in squares and curves like cities in ordinary landscapes. We need to find a way to indicate them in a clear, precise way.
Show us the way, combat.
It's a maze.
Well, it is the ley line map of a city, but you are right. It does look like a maze. To begin with, I should introduce the most crucial concept in the study of ley lines. That of ley energy. It is a special energy which we can easily detect throughout the town. See how it comes out from underneath the ground and goes into the local biosphere, circulating around like a system.
Nice.
If we think of the town's ley lines as a food web, then ley energy lies at its foundation.
Like how big fish eat small fish, and small fish eat even smaller fish.
Very good. Work already is simple, essentially correct.
Exactly. They are the smallest fish eaten by the big fish. If we catch the big fish and study what they eat, we will know where to find the other big fish. And the ley energy, when the big fish die and break down, the small fish will go back to where they first came from. The circulation goes on and on.
You've put it very well, Miss Winsong. Like the rainwater that comes from the ocean to the rivers and returns back to the ocean.
Tone rises, scale along the net unfurlings.
You're a quick learner, but it is not exactly like water. The concentration of ley energy is far more noticeable than that of a lake or a school of fish. Once we find its densest spot, we'll be able to trace it back to its source.
Then what are these bright spots?
These are the energy-rich locations. In a way, they indicate the energy flow.
So many. They look like stars in the sky.
Too small,
Yes.
perhaps?
And finding these locations can be very costly in terms of time and manpower.
Then what do we do after finding them?
They can tell us many things. The lay hunters will follow their courses, analyze the components in them, and match those components to each resource. Some of the components don't match with any of the known resources, which means there might be a new resource waiting to be discovered. Of course, from the lay energy, we can also learn about the local critters.
You talk about strange things, almost like Avgus does.
Difficulty. He found finding all this hard.
These are just lines.
Like dancing earthworms. They wriggle, they twist. They're having fun. Jumping on the waves. Then into the little boxes. And back into the little balls.
Great. We have 2 of them now.
Piotr is a hater.
They look interesting, but we don't really understand.
Yup. Story is a bit too complex for children at this level, even with the aid of a draw.
Cheer up, kids. It's not finished yet. Leyline cartography is complicated. It takes the efforts of many lay hunters working together, investigating the area, even braving dangerous and forbidden places. To this day, we've never been able to finish a completed lay energy map.
Enthusiasm dim, but some remaining must. August says up the incomplete drop.
I know it now. This is Rayashki.
Huh?
Ah, I see it too. And here is the swimming pool. That little square is our square. These little balls are our homes.
Oh, I live here. The third ball on the left of yours.
Doxing. Children react with surprise, Vinsong applauds.
You're very bright, August. This is the lay energy map of Rayashki.
But Miss Vinsong, why are you mapping the energy of our town? Have you found any secrets that we don't know?
Children, right now you can only see what's above the ground. But there is even more lay energy beneath the ground.
Even more, huh? Vinsong lowers the head, feeling momentarily transported back to the time long past when Rao didn't listen. And
will the sun always be in the sky? Will the glaciers ever melt away? What lies in the darkness beneath us? Are there other critters around here that you've never seen? How should we deal with them?
Topic set off a clamor of excitement from the children.
I heard once that there were many strange footprints next to the school windows.
Uncle Patrick saw it. A monster with 6 legs, and each one has spikes.
Sounds dangerous.
That must be a kikirn, a small-sized Canidae critter, mostly seen in cold areas. But the lay energy might have affected the weather of their habitat, or they wouldn't be here in Rayashki in summer. The deep blue line here shows that particular one's movement.
Or maybe Uncle Patrick could have drunk too much.
Damn chill, dude.
The lay energy accumulated in them suggests that they mostly feed on moss and worms under the snow and stay near town. We can infer that this is a docile herbivorous kind of critter that is merely curious about human behavior. I think feeding them will be much more useful than driving them away.
Villa not stop.
Since these critters began to overrun the area, the defense team has encountered many new creatures. I can feel there is something strange about them, but I can't yet understand the differences. You provided a different angle on the situation, Miss Winsong. I believe it would help the defense team greatly.
Sounds good. New discovery and provoke interest in the teacher and the students alike.
The fires in the furnaces are out. The bees and kites dance around the pond. White mosses on the wall. Oh, storms will fall down from the sky.
This bizarre yet ominous statement seems to upset the others.
Stop saying these strange things, August. The defense team will keep the critters out of town and protect everyone.
Too optimistic.
And there will not be any stones falling from the sky.
Piotr stand up, his fist clenched and face flushing.
Is everything alright, Piotr?
Yeah, you're lying. Rayashki is safe. It will be our home forever.
My blood is a kid.
I hate to tell you this, kid, but what August just said could be right. I have the same feeling that the good weather here won't last too long.
She gazes outward, sky above is gray and growing dark.
Look at those thick gray lines. Those are the traces of cloud movements and moisture. Now they're mingled together.
But the sun will still be shining. Miss Vila said that the polar day will last for a very, very long time.
Miss
Naturally.
Vila was right. And past statistics don't lie. According to the data, the weather here should continue for the next few months. Yet the ley lines say otherwise. They say the weather will be extremely unpredictable.
You're making things up. The forecaster on TV said the weather in Rayashki will be temperate in the coming months.
And the weather forecaster was right, according to his analysis. But life is full of surprises.
Ooh, there it is.
I know why you're concerned, Miss Winsong. I feel the glaciers are melting slightly faster than usual. There is going to be a warm front forming from the melting water.
Wait, what year is this? Why is global warming already happening? Wingsong looks at the audience, had half hope or some opposition.
But will there really be stones falling from the sky?
I can't say anything for certain just yet, kid. All I have is this incomplete map. And as you can see, many sources of the marks and traces haven't been located. Which means we can't come up with a precise calculation. But there's no question that Rayashki will soon face many challenges. The weather could become much worse.
Oh,
The
dang.
environment might change. Maybe some unknown critters might turn up.
Liar! You're all liars! Rayashki is our home, so it can't be dangerous.
Well, blood is passionate at least. Cause bearings and a opportune moment. Children rush out of caution.
Piotr, you can't fly if your feathers get wet.
Winsong sigh, others has fully adapted to the new rules meski öyle. Vila intercepts her.
They will need some time to take in all this new knowledge. Don't you agree?
Yeah, for
I
sure.
thought I could handle all their questions. I think I made things worse. Sorry.
Have faith in them. They will come around.
Like everything, it just needs a little bit of time. Surely. Children's Square. Piotr is squat on the ground, muttering softly to himself while rolling something. Sunflower and the boy attached to it.
Are you here to laugh at me? All these stories of monsters and falling stones, they aren't good at all. I overheard Mr. Evgeny talking. He said the town has so many problems, and soon what some people think will decide our future. If people believe in those terrible stories, maybe they will be scared and they won't come back to Rayashki. Our town will be forgotten.
Well, you do need to prepare for the
But I
future.
wasn't lying.
Choking tears feel the small rustling sounds come up from behind the door. Oh shit. Innocent eyes set in the furry head observe them.
Hmm? Hello, Kikir.
What are you doing? I will draw attention. You go find the defense team for help.
Older boy opened his trembling arm defensive. Imagine a fight. While some Fauci presented with a pair of tender, moist nostril purrs and then a rough tongue greedily curls around the seat.
It's itchy.
Kicking purrs contentedly as the knife and stroke it gently but confidently.
It feels warm, doesn't it? Miss Winsong said they can be our friends. That they will bring seeds to every corner of the town.
Like a gardener?
Seems good. Her pale hand reached out to cautiously caress its fruit.
Yes. Go plant more sunflowers, Kikirn.
The blue creature darts away.
So, Miss Winsong was not a liar.
As long as she doesn't get into politics, it should be good. Okay. Oh. Warm current of the ocean is a strange space. All silent docks sit finding views for visitors to bustle once more in the street. Lone figure stands there resolute and blinking. Mila stretches out as she stands behind him, scale on her wrists and ankles catch the light, shimmering against the white reflection.
Do you really think it's a good idea to turn to Zeno for help?
We have drawn almost every man and woman from the mining facilities to get rid of the critters nesting around the port. Most of the defense team were injured. Some lightly, but others got much worse. It will be weeks before they can return to duty. If an attack like the one at the rehearsal happens again, I'm not sure we will be able to protect ourselves.
Last leg, huh? Stan doesn't waver, but his face turns stiffly down at the mine market distance. Kitty wakes creatures they swoop down over the west side.
I know most of our people are frustrated with Zeno's arrival. But I expected better from you, Vila. People trust you, and they will follow you. But that doesn't make you right. Maybe you're still too young to see the dangers.
Perhaps.
I might be wrong. But history is a long lesson in learning what is right through being unafraid to be wrong.
Sadly, we don't have time for trial and error.
And this is your excuse for making decisions for us against our will?
I will hold myself responsible for my decisions. In that, you have my word.
Oh, when Chip go down, there's nothing to do. Conversation reaches deadlock once again. Fortunately, I swear there are others with fewer and simpler.
Today is the day of our welcome ceremony. Vila said when the bell rings, the important people from the Dorothy's Academy will arrive. Everyone looks excited. Nina has put on her best dress. I know she will be great on stage. Basono will do all with Piotr. It's his duty to protect the princess. As for me, I got a new job from Mr. Afghani. Salute, shake hands, and give them the warmest welcome.
Child not solemnly aware of the weighty mission he must undertake. Little standard bearer stands ready to receive Rayashki latest guess. Oh no.
What, this? There are bubbles in the water.
Peter pops his head out of the water, two eyes staring out at the boy with the bewildered.
We meet again, Kikirn. Are you planting sunflowers under the water?
Good question. Low bubbles.
Have you brought your friends?
Bubbles swell in the open survey the water as more can break up through the slurry opens. But their peculiar appearance differ from one to the next. They all possess large lamp-like eyes that look out and around in curiosity.
1, 2. Oh, your friends also have 6 legs. Look, they're wearing needle grass and flat files on their legs. Are you also here for the ceremony?
Child take pride in his imagined deeds.
Welcome, Kikirin and friends. Welcome to the prettiest town in all of the Arctic. Rayashki, please enjoy our song.
His cheeks slouch the spirited childish voice will break news and not to see it. Seagull take flight as a distant stern statue springs to life and rushes on.
Comrade August, what are you doing?
Whoa! I'm welcoming Vicky Kieran.
Child happily salutes the kicking the step to the door.
Get out of there, they're dangerous. Defense team, drive them away.
Wait! These are Kikirin. They're not aggressive. They're just curious about us. The kids seem to like them.
Defense team moves swiftly and without hesitation.
Get rid of them.
As you command, comrade.
Oh no. Imagine the fight. Trail bullet and bursts of flame destroy all the survey, following the Kikins that dive in one. Alarm way in the distance, but the Kikins are already long. Children who came to see them are left on the ground, whipping their hands over their faces.
The Kikirans are all gone. I think they don't like us anymore.
Comrade Yevgeny.
Take the kids back to where they were, Comrade Vila. It was your duty to protect them.
His orders fizzle as soon as they are seen.
Maybe if we make the town a better place, more friends will come back. Then they will also come back. That makes sense.
Researcher observed all this from a nearby ventilation notebook rustled with the sun.
The family of Kikirin includes dozens of subspecies, but none of them are so greatly adapted to water as this. That is to say, they might also be affected by the ley energy under Rayashki. Pity that they were driven away. There was much we could have learned from them.
She looks up, blanket of clouds obscure the sun, only a few ray of lights breaking through.
The temperature here is rising much faster than expected, and much earlier in the season. I imagine if you asked the Weather Bureau, they would say this is just an odd occurrence of unseasonable weather outside of expected ranges.
Can't explain, make it up. Booming sound of cannon fire interrupts. Wait not.
It's time. The Xeno investigators should be here any minute. I must stress again how important the ceremony could be for our future. Our town's economy is facing a cliff. And I am sure each one of you has noticed the increased rationing. If we wish to take care of our people in the future and protect our friends and family from these frequent creature attacks, we need Xeno's support. So we will work with Xeno, because we must. The future of Rayashki is in our hands. So is the
You mean
future
your
of
hand?
every comrade here.
I mean your hands. You decide this.
And we need the cooperation of every man and woman here.
Stare falls toward the Rusalka's vibrant. Their boys target.
Xeno's ships are very fast, so as soon as they appear on the horizon, our ceremony will begin.
Understood.
Four riders in unison, looking out at the pale blue horizon. Sea responds passively. Salmon leap out from the water, seagulls circling along the empty coastline. Yet no sign of the anticipated ship yet. Quiet expectation of the adults set the children to whisper.
Xeno is late. So late. I thought Miss Villa would say they were absent.
Do you think something bad happened to them?
Perhaps.
What are they doing there?
No answers come, but a new event catches their attention.
Oh, something is falling. Light and soft. Like a polar bear's head.
Snow? Dark cloud pressed down on them, blocking out the final rays of
Poor bear. Losing all his hair.
snowflakes farther down across the gray sky. Converging in a blustering wind, they fall towards the town.
Hmm?
It's snow! What? How can there be snow in summer?
Oh, it's because it's summer. Maybe it's cold? I don't know enough cold weather.
Is this related to the strange thing Avgus said earlier?
If so, I'm happy that these aren't stones or a dark cloud spit.
However, children huddled near Avgus astonished by the accuracy of its prediction.
Avgus, I can't believe it! You were never right before.
Sorry.
Ugh. Oh, it's chilly. The snow is biting against my skin.
I'm sorry, Avgus. I shouldn't call you a liar.
Don't worry about it, I guess. He lowers his head hesitantly.
But will Rayashki really get into trouble?
Gentle hand nudges Piotr, emotion learned when someone older and white.
Piotr, we will not be defeated. Not by clouds or bears. Look.
Look. Oh, I guess the Xeno ship is arriving.
Mr. Tortoise is walking very slowly. But no one has left their position. For Rayashki, you little swans must go back to your lake too. Go as fast as you can.
We will.
Don't forget your own job, Avgus.
Children return their position, ready to.
So, this milky white line is this snowstorm. The average temperature in Rayashki has reached its highest point in the last 5 years, which together with the abnormally rich air moisture have produced an unseasonal and odd kind of snow. The weather forecast was wrong. Ley lines were right.
Winsong can't hide her sight. She leans up on the walls undisturbedly when identifying was patient. She is compelled to snap back to reality. Oh! Assembly before her has barely moved. Snow claims more territory by the man. Over sea and land, piling up on the railing and rising over boots, large and... Distant foghorn accompanied the sight of a pack facing up the horizon. Xeno arrives at once.
Everyone listen! Our ceremony will begin!
As you command, comrade.
Music, please!
Oh, actually the song. Please don't be copyrighted song. A welcoming song for our new guests. Steamship pulls into the rudimentary harbor and over the movement follows. Porthole open, no voice comes out, no sound whatsoever beyond the lapping waves. The wuthering waves. Later flutters out to the ancient.
It's a pleasure to speak to you all, our valued friends in Rayashki. On behalf of Xeno Arms Academy, I am here to announce the details of the Zeno-Rayashki Cooperation Agreement. As many of you have expected, a squad of armed troops will soon be sent to aid you with the critter problem. However, having given it careful consideration, we have decided that the town of Rayashki is no longer viable for our continued support and must be abandoned.
Ooh.
We advise that all residents prepare to be transferred to a new post immediately.
You can't just say that shit, people.
Thank you for your cooperation.
What?
Be prepared for the bad and the worst came knocking. Good days, bad days. We're 1 hour in. We're not gonna make it for months. We're not even halfway there. Go lower. What do we do now?
I don't see the point of your reluctance.
Crowning Master ceremony straightened the Tory's petal letter and it shows it back to his assembly.
The letter conveyed Zeno's decision clearly. I suggest we warm ourselves up with a few drinks before we go. Do you have any stowage in town? Better than sitting here dwelling on the things that cannot be changed. Please, tell me you have something like cocoa here?
So chill. Along with it, guest stretches lazily having no one around, sinks into the couch. Tension in the air hangs like fumes waiting to... Obviously people will be unhappy and blood is just following orders.
This is not what we agreed on earlier, Mr. Bertolt.
Calm yourself, Villa.
You must be mistaken, my very passionate friend. Zeno sent a warning months ago. The estimated value Rayashki can add to Zeno's program is less than satisfactory. Further support is no longer recommended. Should any new valuable resources be found in the region, please reply to this letter as soon as possible for further assessment. Then we heard back from Rayashki. In fact, the sender was... you, Evgeny.
Oh no.
Yes, it was.
And it was you yourself that argued the most compelling point, I have to say. One that has drawn the higher-ups' attention. And the reason why I was sent here. I believe you wrote, I have total faith in the quality of the people of Rayashki. Their solidarity, dedication, and motivation have proven invaluable to us. I am certain they would carry those same strengths of character and skill to any post, no matter where they were assigned.
Why would you say that? He folded the letter and handed it to Villa, face blank.
Zeno accepted my application. Of course, I asked around before making my submission, and Zeno seemed to have a good reputation.
Oh my god, who will you ask around yourself?
It was a golden opportunity to join them.
It is, but do not get us wrong. Our entrance requirements can be most difficult to meet. Zeno only takes in the best of the best.
You want some of us to work for Zeno? You never told us anything like that. Yevgeny!
Be reasonable, Villa.
Reasonable,
Some of us
my ass.
deserve this opportunity.
Yes, some. Not all.
What about the others? We have elders and children. Some of our comrades have been injured and even died in the mine. Are we to forget their sacrifices?
Alright, folks, Evgeny is a politician. He tried to suppress the killers on the neck. They hate violence.
Relax, my friend. That's why we sent our very best biological control squad. We will escort you to the nearest shelter.
Another wave of unrelentless waves of shock.
Face reality, Vila. I know how much effort we have put into building this town, and I understand you have this dream to fulfill. But we must prepare for the worst. We may have to give up on our Rayashki.
But the people did not get a choice. That's the worst part. Takes out the document cover in scratch notes and notation and hands it.
Read this.
Criminal
Field
read.
investigation has confirmed that the remaining runium reserves in Rayashki are around 0.0173 kilotons, which is less than 0.275% of our average annual output. The mine is located high within the Arctic Circle, which has entailed significant transportation costs. The harsh environment is also wholly unsuitable for building any permanent processing facilities. In addition, military spending on the region has recently been elevated 3.61 times due to increasing animal and critter attacks, and that number is still rising. Clearly, the region is now incapable of self-management. According to the Guide on Global Humanitarian Aid by the Office for Disaster Risk Reduction of Xeno Arms Academy, we propose to send a special squad to the region to evacuate all local citizens and subsequently take care of the remaining biological control issues.
God dang.
And our admission standards will be lowered at Xeno's discretion, so that you will all find work with us somewhere.
Xeno representative offers a timely, if unconvincing supplement to the list. Here comes another punch. Paper creases and crumple into a ball in their hands.
I'm sorry, but this is reality. From the start, this ore was the only thing they wanted from us. The environment here has always been harsh for mining, but we overcame it and sent our shipments to wherever Xeno had need of them.
And I salute each one of you for your work, my friends.
But now, our mission is over.
Jover. There's no doubt in anyone's mind, Runium has become Leva and the key will survive.
I believe all of you will continue to work hard in your new positions, no matter what.
I guess the issue is just that they did not get to make a choice. Facing reality, sure, but fundamentally they did not get to make a choice, and what a spit in the face.
You shouldn't rush to a decision. We are discussing Rayashki's future here, Yevgeny. For 6 decades, the people here have put in great efforts to turn the town into what it is today. We won't leave just because you tell us so. Our grandparents didn't even have construction equipment at the beginning. They built these houses with their own hands. We shipped over the planting soil. We built walls to keep out the wind and snow.
In the meeting room, cloistered wall, air is heavy, moisture once.
When you came here, you brought books for the children and introduced us to a species different than humans. You became one of us. I'm not happy about this either, Comrade Vila.
But you did it
I
anyway.
won't buy that, Comrade Yevgeny. This is not just about my dream, but everyone's dream. Or have you forgotten what Rayashki was meant to be?
A utopia built for and by everyone. The voice of a better future. One which would sound across the land.
Man, even now I am getting emotional like Vila.
I remember every word of it.
God dang. Evgeny voice is low but still decisive.
You have my sympathy, friends. Xeno has also suffered huge losses in many regions. We have lost manpower, territory, armament factories, and even some of our affiliated military schools. Rayashki is but one of these losses. We know how you feel right now.
Do you? He shrugged his shoulder, face a picture of unhelped.
But Xeno has his own problems to be faced. And investing in these new industries, purchasing fancy equipment, all these things Rayashki will need. All of this takes money, and even Zeno must be economical.
Oh, just like the usual. No money value. Why even exist?
Shouldn't the people in Rayashki also benefit from these global benefits Zeno has promised?
We will get there, my friend. Maybe slowly, but we will get there. Trust me, Zeno has done everything they can for you. We need to keep our eyes on our goals and stay on the right course, so that we won't get lost in these turbulent times. Yes?
Eileen Short Villa providing an
I
unnecessary
know how much faith these people have in you, and I believe you can show them a different perspective about these coming changes. Of course, this will also help you during Zeno's assessment.
Why is it? Now that I know this, why is Virtual Eye unbalanced? Not helping, man.
Good luck, my friend.
I mean, the thing about doing this, you're supposed to ease people to this, not give them a fucking punch in the face. Oh my god, so bad. Evgeny, worst leader persuasion power ever.
The reserves of runium running dry, the appearance of new critters, the sudden snowstorm. I've connected the ley lines of each of these phenomena. The map is nearly complete.
Sample the complex European fit with various lines and
But still haven't traced many lines and marks back to their source. Perhaps if I go back to the factories, into the restricted zones. But I can't do that alone. Definitely not when the situation in town is so unstable.
some collapse into the table, and avalanche follows, covering her in layers of books and manuscripts. Fires around her loom like a mountain range, casting her in shadow.
Well, I should have given this up long ago. There's no chance that the study of ley lines will ever be accepted again.
Phantom voices of past mockery and scorn rise up to her ears.
Regretfully, Miss Winsong, with nothing but these outdated files and materials to back you up, there's simply no way to justify reinstating the study of ley lines into our curriculum. We don't have unlimited funds, and we must save our money for projects with greater potential. The study of ley lines is...
Sure.
Of course, we might be able to consider new ideas and projects. You can't be allowed to do this on your own. You will need endorsements from the Institution of Geographic Studies, the Arcane Creature Society, or other such organizations. Let me think. Zeno seems to be interested in geographers recently. They just recruited a number of researchers for a new commission.
Unwanted.
Maybe you should go try your luck with them.
Oh my god, why is the bot just... Bot is just posting lame these days. At least follow the stream, man, if you want to post your stupid link. Won't watch that. An echo of a nursery rhyme rings up from beyond her self-made knowledge, but she is all but oblivious to it.
The submission date is getting closer each day, but I've made poor progress. Zeno won't endorse me if I can't find a breakthrough. They have become more and more radical and desperate lately. First, they sent those researchers here to conduct their haphazard studies, and now an armed force, and all this effort just to chase the rumor of some source of perpetual energy? That this perpetual energy source must be hidden somewhere beneath the permafrost. The higher-ups call the shots. All they need to do is spread a little honey in the right places. then all the little researchers will swarm on it like flies.
Just use people on the XDDs.
But could there really be a magical power source like that? Whether there is or not, I still have a map to finish. There's no way that I can map every ley line in the region all by myself. Goodbye, research funds. Goodbye, lectures and seminars, and so long to my dreams of being chair of the Geographical Perspectives Forum.
Bro is giving up. He jostled the heaps of both, moving them just enough to let in some light. So they seep in through the cracks like starlight.
Tuk-tuk!
Huh?
Door snaps shut, Winston stands against its nerves. Instrument roll on the table, colliding with each other in the windowsill, corner under the bed, falling in cacophonous disarray.
What was that?
Door is gently pushed open again, revealing the curious face of a sunflower peeking into the...
Miss Winsong, we've been waiting for you.
What? Why? As far as medals go, the design was later cruder than expected. Damn paper doesn't quite the same gravitas as boulders. Still, Winsong has spent his life's countless time while receiving such an accolade for a work, even a paper one.
Miss Winsong, we prepared a special medal ceremony for you in August.
Please, come to our ceremony. We just wanted to thank you for teaching us. Miss Villa was right. We shouldn't have been so quick to argue. We should have listened.
So you should be given an award for being right. But our ceremony will not be as big as the ones on TV.
That's okay. Indeed, this is a very special and exclusive reward. Simple as it is, it comes with something no one else could. The innocence and laughter of children.
Miss Winsong, will you accept this medal?
1 second. Yeah, stuff came up. Now we're back. And another bot posting. Actually, not sure if it's a bot. However, posting shitling. Just got banned. Did not even leave with the music on. That's bad. Oh, sorry. Oh well, 1 hour to go. Paper medal is cupped in a trembling hand.
I have no cup to put this medal in, so we can't toast with it in celebration.
She sniffles.
But now I know, no matter what, I won't be returning empty-handed. Thank you, kids.
Do you mean... are you leaving us?
But there is so much you still need to teach us. Rayashki embraces every guest, including you, Miss Winsong. Don't you like it here?
I need to go, children. Children on a verse of tears, she is pulled in helplessly.
But those things I heard at the welcome ceremony. Won't we all be leaving soon?
Tell me
No,
it's not true.
I don't believe it. That stranger was mean. He wasn't our friend.
Good
This
defense.
is our town. They can't speak for us.
That's right.
Neither doubt nor sorrow will dim their eye, for her lies on a sea of steadfast faces. Their words encouraging and powerful despite their youth. They plant some strangely of hope within her.
Miss Villa invited the men from Zeno to leave his ship. Then they went into Mr. Evgeny's meeting room together.
Uncle Knut promised me that no one will give up this place. They will go to many meetings and find a solution that satisfies both sides.
I mean, Zeno is gonna abandon it anyway.
The tortoises move slowly. They need to keep their eyes open and look for a better answer.
Sure.
So, will you stay and teach us?
I won't cause you any more trouble. I promise.
Children burst into laughter. Their voices were nearly drowned out the rustling noises coming from the windowsill.
Comrade Calculator is speaking.
Ooh. Curiosity propels the child through the half-open door of the guest room.
Hello. Comrade Calculator, are you giving the earthworms directions?
Clamor by the window crescents. Even on tiptoe, the child barely reaches the faint, glowing collaborator. Unfortunately, he is not the only one watching it. Oh. More unfortunate still, scaly claws prove mightier than anything with the cracks. Now the children notice that one crowd around Green Song squeezing to the
What's
increasing
going
crowd.
on here? My calibrator!
Choose.
The whale-like backbone, the diamond-shaped teeth, 2 short legs with dim eyes and an extremely sharp nose. That must be a Kikituk.
Right.
But their closest habitat should be Konkarl's land, hundreds of kilometers away.
Import? Snout fixate on the new treat and wings on ground. Without a scanner, its gears are whining as they line through.
Their marks on the map appear to be red, sort of reddish-brown, and there's a large amount of light energy accumulated around them. Clearly they're high on the food chain. Seems like the small fish have attracted more than one big fish.
The swift Casey sends the green critter tumbling.
Kids, get behind me.
Imagine a fight. Boom. Done. Undeterred Kiki-Tuk's cousin on narrow ledge. Missing.
Oh, the Kiki-Tuks are giving a performance.
Bro is
Their
unhinged.
nose sings, their foot dances, and their belly shakes. But why aren't their ears doing anything?
August, what are you doing there? Stay back. Those are not Kikin.
But...
The meaning of both their messages is lost in the confusion.
But their ears are left behind. They can't join the dance. Then they will not get their Alyonka.
Ears?
And bro sometimes talk crazy, man. When Song struck by a sudden revelation fixes under Kiki-Tuk's head. Benefits tough of plush fur lie well hidden ears over deep.
Природа — это числа и черты.
After a brief rotation, lines converge in a beam that hits precisely on its ear. Beach's cry pierces the air.
So that seems to be their weak spot. Good job, little one. You're even more perceptive than I thought.
And Song pets August's hair.
Next.
She reveals a dark and dangerous smile. Kiki-Tuks finally relinquish their ill-gotten gain, leaping down and away from the window sill. Leaving behind a gnarled wet fragment of the lay caliber.
Blin! This was one of the last working instruments I had!
Sunflower gently pats against Wingsong's shoulder.
Don't be sad, Miss Wingsong. If we plant them in the soil, many more will come out when spring comes.
Surely.
Thank you, August.
Miss Winsong, can I be a lay hunter too?
If we were as good as you are, maybe we could have protected your machine.
Don't worry about it,
Maybe we could
kiddos.
protect our town.
Wingsong turns her head, meeting many pairs of expectant eyes.
Kids, lay hunting isn't a good profession. If you become a lay hunter, you will have to deal with doubt from all your peers. Even hatred. And homework that piles up to your roof.
Miss Winsong, people in Rayashki are taught not to doubt or hate others. They would never hate you or us.
Hard to say.
Exactly.
Children of Rayashki are in some ways so strange to her. Their courage and solidarity overcome her long-standing hesitation. Her curiosity at them and all of this becomes a palpable force, one pulling her even closer to Rayashki. Very, very strange, kiddos. Paper medal. The old factory.
I'm happy that you let us show you around, Miss Winsong. We haven't had many other visitors here since the critters started coming near the town.
I met a blind lady once. She always smiles, and she has a pretty typewriter. Villa said she's a writer. The writer has been to many towns, and she fills up her papers with so much ink, just like I do. So, I made a drawing for her too.
And she promised us that she will tell more people to come visit Rayashki.
Nice.
Will people from other places like it here?
Worth a shot, at least. You may just bounce around off his minds out of place.
What about your other visitors?
I remember they had green and red rectangular paper, and some shiny cookies in their hands.
They tried to trade us their silly papers so they could take our cans and things. They never wanted to work with their own hands.
Money?
And Rayashki doesn't like lazy bones.
On this, the children's head bobbing.
Miss Vinsong, Pitcher got all of us together last night, and we read for our How to Be a Good Tour Guide guide. So we can guide you.
Miss Wensong is just a bit strange. She's not lazy.
Still strange. Chad has his favorite brush on his cheek, reaches up to his.
This time, I want borscht, blintschik, and oladji.
Let's not hurry on to our rewards, Avgus. We haven't helped Miss Vinsong yet.
Oh, right.
Figures large and small, but definitely through the one side you see there. Driving at the only factory left as long as not yet rusted over.
Good to see out our little factory, Miss Winsong.
Hello, sir.
The kids have told me that you want to learn more about the history of Rayashki and the strange things that have happened in the past, yes?
I do. But would that be going against any rules?
Most certainly not, miss. We're not some stubborn old goats that dismiss people for asking questions.
Old goats. Straightforward.
In fact, I'm relieved. It will be much easier to talk to you than that bitter fellow from Zeno. He came to the factory with his armed squad, took a quick look around, and left even without a polite farewell. Like a whiff of cold breeze, that one.
Oh, Blood is a soldier after all.
Machines and hundreds of workers, young and old, each one a mouth to be fed. They are certainly not a pretty sight to the eyes of that greedy hyena.
A pathetic number-crunching cretin.
Whispered insult peeps up to her listener, it seems.
I am starting to like you, miss. We would have much to talk about, perhaps over a drink. If only I didn't have to get on with my work.
Curious look around goes beyond the hard laboring workers. Tightly sealed doors and the thick layer of dust on the aging machinery paint a less optimistic picture.
You can see what's going on here, right? Don't feel sorry for us. Xena might no longer need this ore processing factory, but we could make use of what's left of it. Once we get rid of the critters, we can arrange for other minerals or materials to be shipped to Rayashki for processing.
Optimistic. Rub Zens together early against the shadow of a rusted machine.
It is a shame we wasted so much of our good years, never preparing for these bad times.
Hindsight is 2020.
Monsters weren't there, we might be able to return to our minds. Then we'd really be able to turn things around.
About these mining sites.
Her notebook flutters separately, each page is sending as far as a rolling.
Mr. Knut, have you ever found anything there, other than runium ore?
Never. I know those sites like the back of my own hand. I've never seen any other minerals of any worth there.
Curious. Rugged men seem to catch her disappointment, and far quicker than she'd expect.
But give it some time, miss. Well, give me some time. Just a few months ago, back when Xena were still keen to work with us and not just ship us away, I remember they found some strange little pebbles. Dark pebbles that were stuck in the clothes of those little monsters. Zeno soon sent out some troops and caught all the monsters. They didn't leave a single one behind. We never heard about those pebbles again, nor have we found more of them in the mines. And you know the rest. Now we've exhausted the runium, and more strange-looking critters have appeared. So it's not safe to go back there.
So it's
we left them
a predator of some kind that keep the food chain balance, and now it's gone, so...
Please take a look at this, Mr. Knut.
His own sketches fervently as the note numbers for every
No, their claws were thicker than a polar bear's. Ah, but these are closer. These monsters had much larger teeth. They almost look like old mining picks. And no ears.
Could they be some kind of Hoytuk?
Yes, this one looked just like the creatures.
If that's true, then it may be another big fish that has come here to feed.
It is true. You can ask around. Many of the other workers have seen it.
Feed on what, though?
So, the color of a Hoytuk is bright yellow, and that matches with these bright yellow lines I've traced here on the map. They are burrowing animals, often living as deep as 50 meters underground, so if they were here, that must mean...
Somebody dig too far?
that there must be some undiscovered resource here.
Or is it a more courage mutters the word?
Talk of undiscovered resources would be music to our ears, miss.
I don't want to get your hopes up. It's still too early to draw any conclusions.
Yet, the corner of your mouth is suggesting the opposite.
I mean, she believes it, but...
I must be cautious before confirming there really is a new resource. Nonetheless, it's a silver lining. Thank you, Mr. Knut.
Think nothing of it, miss. Maybe one day you and your research will return the favor.
I will, if I can.
She reaches out a hand, shakes it heartily with arm strength.
I hope your work here can be resumed shortly.
Don't worry about us. We will find a way to drive those critters away and start production once again. We have all our brothers and sisters with us, and these machines still run perfectly. As long as we continue to put in our best effort, there's no reason why things won't get better.
He pats his trembling, coughing machine with affection, embracing an old man.
Is this exceptionally positive spirit common with the people here?
Well, can't blame us for that. There are very few places in the world like Rayashki. Here, everyone earns their food and their rest through working hard together. Then outside of work, ice hockey, learning courses, even music lessons. Not everyone is as lucky as us.
The simple life, huh?
That is why we won't let Rayashki die.
Canuck's voice rises every saying.
With busy hands and open hearts, Rayashki will live on. It will grow stronger, glowing as brightly as these furnaces.
One can hope so. Something greater indeed, but this is a product greater than any auras like emerging from the melding of purpose and sweat. And that stops stares once again, but this time she seems to be sketching out something far harder to picture.
I have to say, Rayashki is truly a curious place.
In-song mutters to herself.
It has a spirit which I've never found elsewhere. Yes. Perhaps that's what was missing from the study of ley lines in the past.
Gurgle. An odd sound throughout her contemplation. Sunflower pats against the boy's belly.
Miss Winsong, would you like to meet Mr. Patrick?
Friendly bear Canute nods with an understanding smile.
It's time to go to the canteen, boys and girls. Eat well, and you'll grow strong. Patrick knows how to feed you well. He's the best cook in town. But I would suggest you be careful with that one, if you don't want to get stuck with his endless chatter all night.
I have never been to the canteen. I stayed out of that area in my previous visits to avoid unwanted trouble.
Forward to Comrade Blinche.
Let's go.
That's correct, stretchy, miss. I look forward to hearing good news from you.
Canute favors them off before settling back into his work. turning and greasing machinery, replacing work. Oh, no, ending buzz for the day no workers, children wait for this holiday console with it.
This is our canteen. We play hide and seek here when we're hungry.
Nice.
Comrade stew and potato piroshki are always the easiest to find. They're not very clever at hiding. But Comrade Blinksheet is very good at the game. He can only be found at dinners on Friday.
Details.
We have good food, like mashed potatoes and boiled potatoes and potato stew.
Potato
Mr.
in
Popping
the
said a good cook can turn even simple ingredients into delicious food.
Ina can't say blonde around her before she speaks something.
The grown-ups are so kind to us. Sometimes they give us their cheese and salad, so they only have potatoes to eat.
They do be doing that.
Don't cry, Nina. Remember when you shared your lenka with everyone? When we grow up, it'll be our turn to help the grown-ups with their potatoes.
There's an awareness in them, the gravity few children possess at their age. Thankfully, some do it in their blissfulness.
We also have the Tin Hat Festival, when they give us metal hats with food in them.
Have Goose, it's called a Workers' Festival. We have it every month. Everyone must sit in a circle in the canteen and sing songs. And Miss Villa plays the accordion for us. We each get a can of food in it. Sometimes it's a shonka, sometimes it's salad, sometimes sprouts.
Yes, and after the Tin Hat Festival, we would bury our tin hats in the ground. Yellow ones, red ones, and white ones. Then tiny trees will come out from them next year.
I have told you many times, they are not tin seeds and they don't grow into trees. They are just tin cans. We only bury them so they won't pollute the snow.
Dang. Subject of the debate flips a hidden switch events online. The revelation breaking into light.
Piles of tin cans. Food.
Oh no. She unfolded the energy map, pointing to the large bullet area in the lower line. Jesus.
Those empty cans you mentioned, did you store them here?
Oh, I know this place. That's where the adults dug a big hole. They put some things inside. It's covered up with rocks and ice now.
Yes, Basono is right. That's where the grown-ups put all our old metal after they make them into little cubes. Miss Vila said it
Little
helps
cube.
keep our town and the whole region clean. Why? What's wrong with that place?
I'm thrilled. There must be lots of big fish left to be found around there. If I can write a report and provide a practical plan, maybe I can get I could request reinforcements.
Optimistic outreach. She halts, swallowing back the unfriendly.
Yay! School trip! School trip!
This is no trip, children. I'm not going there for a hike. You must stay in town and be good. That goes for every one of you. Understood?
Her resolution fails before she even finishes. Children protest rise in the disordered forest, drowning out all other surroundings, only to be matched by the static fizz of them. And some clutches at the thin straw of salvation.
Shh! Quiet, kids!
Attention, please. Tomorrow at 8 in the morning, we will be holding our final hearing. In this meeting, we hope to finalize our next steps and answer any remaining questions. We look forward to seeing you there.
Oof. There's the hammer. Cold as ice. Heavier than orange. 1 second. Alright, there's 2 more chapters and we're half. Like, I think after timer end you can't enter here anymore, so there's no way to read the story, you know. Probably need to scoop some YouTube videos. Heavier than knowledge. Alright folks, time for a fist fight. Meeting room, Rayashki. Bertolt leans back in his armchair, casting a fleeting glance forward before his head.
What's this? Are you planning on getting a job with Zeno too?
Huh?
It says here you've been staying in this town for months, but it seems you're not on our list for potential recruitment from Rayashki.
Smile on his face remained as affably sucking as ever.
I should remind you, for you researchers, what you produce tells much more about you than your efforts.
That's precisely why I'm here.
Go on.
Finally deigns to raise his head up.
Based on the recent investigations, I'm confident that there is a new energy source in the area that has yet to be discovered.
And that's it? We already believed there was something here when we sent you out in the first place. You were sent here to find it. Instead, all you do is confirm what we already knew.
Dang.
But you said that perpetual energy was just a myth, didn't you?
Of course it wasn't just a myth, lady. Why else would we ask you to investigate here in the first place?
Winsong gives a frown that slips quite intentionally into a scowl.
Do you have anything else to report?
No, but I do need your help. I will need an armed squad to come with me to the mining sites so that I can continue my investigations into this subject. I'm afraid I don't know how long it will take. It also depends on the number of soldiers you can spare for the task.
Dang.
You have a terrible sense of humor.
I'm not being funny. You want more research on the new resource too, don't you?
Miss Winsong, do you really think this is even a remotely reasonable request? Critters are running rampant in the area, and you demand help to verify what is, as far as I can see, a highly questionable conclusion.
Ooh.
Why should I waste Zeno's time and resources on this? Not to mention, putting the lives of our soldiers at risk.
If you have doubts, please take a look at these files.
Researcher dies a hand to her back, but is met with a wave of dismissal.
And let me guess. You learned all this from your study of ley lines? To date, the theory of ley lines has neither been approved by the Arcane Study Review Association, nor accepted by the Project Assessment of Human Science and Technology. It has 0 academic achievements, 0 endorsements, and aside from the questionable example in front of me, 0 researchers.
That's all only a temporary setback.
Ms. Winsong, I sympathize with the awkward situation I have put you in. However, Zeno simply cannot afford to waste resources on a proposal without any solid evidence.
I will give you something. All I need is a bit of help up front, I promise.
Look in his eyes, glazed bored, but Winsong does not.
Did you not come here to deal with these critters? Then what's the fuss about? Can't you deal with them while accompanying me to these mining sites as well?
Bertolt's eye widened, non-glazed brights. Faces silently drifting at first, then proceeding to the windowsill.
I'm afraid you've got our intentions altogether wrong.
Window closed tightly, sealing the last whispers of wind on the outside.
Zeno is here for one thing only. A source of perpetual energy. This is what you have been tasked to find, with the resources you were given. We won't approve any further requests until you have a solid lead. We aren't paying you for a charity mission.
Dang.
So then you never planned on controlling the critters here. The squad you brought here was to control the town?
A force sufficient to deal with the critters would have attracted unwanted attention from our rivals. It is not in our interests to share this town or its resources. I'm sure you can see that.
A soldier to the end, huh? But
So even if we do find the resource for you, you won't leave this town or its people alone.
We're talking about the ultimate energy source of Arcanum. Do you think we will just walk away and leave it to be squandered by a bunch of ignorant peasants and miners?
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Bert's smile fades like a bad aftertaste.
What we are going to do with Rayashki should be of no concern to you. We have made every arrangement for them. We aren't monsters. Before the final decision is made, we will continue to help the locals as much as we can, including you.
For the wild iris, you can watch the descent, but still the constitution without practice eats. Wordlessly, he draws out interactive looking documents flying across the table to work.
Is this?
You seem surprised. Isn't it what you have always wanted? With Zeno's endorsement, you will be able to teach your program in any university. We have prepared this gesture of our good faith in you. Now, it's your turn to show yours. Forget about an armed squad. They have more important things to do. You're on your own, my friend. But prove to us that you can do this job and bring us the best answer you can give.
Pale leatherhead stings Winsong fingertips.
And this piece of paper will be yours when you complete your mission.
I understand.
See that you do. Good luck out there, Miss Winsong.
Just a soldier following orders. Deep footprints, now very professional, face the part of researcher determined march behind. Abandoned mine, Rayashki. Courage, passion, and board temperature large pit with blankets.
Was I out of my mind? He was just trying to get me out of his office. He threw a carrot out of the window and I chased right after it like a blinded mule. Still.
Her hand lingers on the paper, nestled.
Maybe this carrot is too good to let go.
With a sigh of resignation, she reaches deep.
Focus. Once I fill the gaps in my data, I will be able to pitch it to Zeno, and all subsequent research won't be a problem anymore. The primary food sources for Hoytuk are raw minerals underground. Those processed metals only keep them from starving to death. They wouldn't have gone across any icy ocean just to gnaw on old equipment and trash. All I need to do is find a trace of their activities so that I can learn about their current conditions, and from there, locate their other food sources. Stay calm. Hoytuk are gentle creatures. They rarely attack humans. I just need to be cautious.
Gonna raise it all, bus. Or maybe. Then a struggle about to wait, small breath, the problem looms larger. These eyes cover almost everything, leaving a few cans to poke out, traveling along the way.
С ума сойти! Ух ты! All right, change of direction. If I were to look down instead of looking forward, maybe I should scan the area and follow where the ley energy is leading, just like I did at Silbury Hill. Of course, I hope the outcome will be different this time.
She surveyed the expand boundless.
Before all that, I need to clear out this place. Природа — это числа и черты. Природа — это мозаика цветов.
Soil churns in slurry waves on the seashore. Snow and something. Violent resonance spread beyond it, one to which she is complete. Clearly this creature harbors some discontent, discard in their land.
Shoot. Now I've done it. Those vestigial digging teeth, the 3 fingers long tearing teeth, These are not Hoytuk.
Bear their teeth and claws and rhythmic way like a primitive pre-feeding ritual.
These scaled wings must be for swimming. Then you must be mutant Kikituk from the Olga area. You should be at the Olga Strait hunting for migrating salmon and whales, not here.
Roar. He took an longer containers and pounced toward Winsong. Imagine the fight. Does she overcome them? Winsong sits slump on the ground, gasping hard. The fury is not yet abated. Creature hold their ground.
Why would you come here? What inspired you to trek across the ocean just to hunt for humans?
Her aggressors show no sign of understanding. They inch closer, drool dropping from their mouths.
It seems while their claws and teeth have degraded, their reflex is much quicker than a Hoytuk's. They perceived my approach even though I used my ley line reader as a dampener.
Rumble distant and near. Drowns out her side. Gunshot hammers out nearby, shot landing on one of the snarky. Bolt is drawn again, the familiar sounds and others screaming.
Get out! Get out of here! I'll cover you!
More gunfire thunders over and over. The last Kiki took abandoned their position.
Thank you, sir.
Composing a cell researcher immediately returns to her work.
Yevgeny, the kids told me about a can pile. Is it nearby?
Can pile?
Rosy bro, motioning with his eyes on hilly snowdrift nearby.
They must be talking about our waste metal. I'm afraid it's gone, Miss Winsong. Maybe animals dug it all out, or maybe those little monsters ate it.
Do you know if that happened before or after the Runian mines ran dry?
I'm not sure.
Doesn't know. Kenny Brawls furrows again, this time casting a surveying glance at the sky.
You shouldn't be here. There's nothing of value to find in this place. And you're not supposed to be using this arcane equipment here either. We have a better way to deal with these fierce little monsters. What you're doing will just attract more of them.
This statement rattles her.
You can drive away the Kikituks?
Not anymore. We don't have much left to fight them off with. Zeno didn't bring any equipment for our team, let alone any weapons. Go. Leave before it's too late.
Carefully checks the rifle in his hand.
What if I don't want to just give up?
Evgeny slowed down, making a special come across even more deliberate.
I've seen your residence application. You say you are a researcher. Then you should be clever enough not to go down a fruitless and dangerous path.
I admit that what I am doing here is reckless. And maybe I'm just motivated by my own selfish interests. But I can't just walk away from my commitments. You have lived in Rayashki for a long time. You know what commitment means here much better than I do.
There's a shift in his face as it turns away.
I won't give it up so easily. Just like the people here won't give away their land like nothing.
It's stubbornness. That's all. They should have gone to other places and put their talents to good use, rather than staying here to fight for nothing.
But the simple life. Winsong holds the stare, lifting her chin to mesh up.
Is that why you gave away the town so easily to Zeno? Do you really even know your neighbors?
I have lived and worked together with them for decades. Don't be ridiculous. I agree with Zeno's perspective.
Dang.
I've been to many places, and I have encountered many people like you. Stuck-up leader types. Making decisions on behalf of other people because it's what's good for them.
And they should listen, just as you should now.
Embraces the rifle, his emotions are back scanned.
It's my responsibility to protect everyone, to do right by them. I will make them see it tomorrow at the hearing.
All you're gonna see is just the barrel of a gun. 20 minutes! Should be done with one last chapter. So once I finish this, it's gonna be like 14 on each full day chapters and 9. I guess we can scrounge by on YouTube to get whoever have a full playthrough without any sound. That'll be better. The only days left. Here comes tomorrow. People streaming from all directions. I stand now at the crossroad of the town's fate.
People of Rayashki, my dear friends, good day to you all. Over the past 2 days, Sino has assessed the potential risks and benefits in the area and held hearings on what should be done about the future of this town.
I mean, he say that, but he already decided.
Our hearings saw very limited attendance. We've taken that to be a gesture of approval. Mr. Evgeny has put in a great effort helping to make these changes happen. We all owe him a great deal.
Traitor!
Thank you, sir.
Sell out! Emotion to Evgeny at the site. There's a printed document on file for all present. Zeno seal stamp deliberately in the most prominent position.
Please believe that we have made the best decision we could for you.
See, that's the problem. Making
we all know
decision
the
for the
Runion
people.
Here has run dry, and the land has been exhausted of all further material wealth. Now and into the foreseeable future. As a result, your local processing factory has lost its intended purpose. What's more, Sino has changed our cooperation strategy. Though your town's loyalty will never be forgotten,
we
must have a sober-minded view of its costs and benefits. To sum up, our final decision is that we will be ending operations and all future cooperation between Sino and Rayashki.
Heavy hammer swings in the square, producing this.
Well, Mr. Bertolt, you have just got here. Perhaps you didn't have enough time to get to know us well enough. Rayashki's value is not just in Arunium. We have many other factories too.
He doesn't care. He doesn't bring value to Zeno. It's not about your the people's survival anyway. Genworth supporters flooding from all sides.
Yes, you have a brick factory, a power plant, many forklifts, a smattering of conveyor belts. But all these were all built and suited for only the processing of runium ore. Without the ore, they simply have no benefit to us.
Crowd murmurs, voice bubbling up, simmering like boiling. Bertolt wraps the table, ending the brawl.
Now that you have full knowledge of the situation and our intentions, we want to assure you that your loyalty has not been forgotten.
Generously.
So we have generously prepared 2 choices for the future of Rayashki.
Assembly hushes.
Firstly, Sino believes that you have many valuable qualities. The determination and skills you've shown in the past year of our cooperation have proved that your people can be a great asset to us.
Bertolt scanning across the faces, looking back.
Many of you already meet the entrance requirements to join Zeno. Therefore, on behalf of Zeno Arms Academy, I wish to extend a heartfelt invitation to you. Leave Rayashki, join us, and work for one of our other branches as members of Zeno.
What are you saying? You want us to abandon our home for some promise of a job?
Calm down, Mr. Knut. This is not about abandoning your home. It's about joining us in our efforts to contribute to world peace.
That's just fancy
Through a
wording.
more optimized allocation of manpower.
So you're just going to pack us all up and ship us away to work for Zeno?
You misunderstand, madam.
Poses the photo looking conspicuously toward the children beside himself.
Every year, Zeno dismisses 4% of our employees because they failed to pass our rigorous work reviews. And the number of our colleagues that are killed in the line of duty is even larger still. Working for Zeno is a privilege, not a gift. That's why only a small number of you will be allowed to come and work for us.
What?
Obviously.
Now, according to Article 58 in the section on protection of Arcanist rights, signed at the Event Horizon Convention, we will provide basic supplies for any residents who haven't been offered a position with Zeno. They will be transferred immediately to the nearest relief station until our social workers contact them for further arrangements.
Refugees,
So
instant.
then, you're suggesting you will send our children and elderly away to some kind of refugee station? And the rest of us must go to work for Zeno without any questions? Pridurak! This is total rubbish!
He waves off and pushes aside the Xeno soldier.
Sir, please lower your voice.
Well, you would be glad to know that your work experience in particular is valuable to Zeno, Mr. Knut.
Attempt to pat on Knut's shoulder, shrug him off. But Berto acts entirely unfazed, unfolding the document.
If you're not interested in our first plan, we have another.
Plan B.
If the residents in the area prove reluctant to relocate, Zeno can offer another alternative. As stated earlier, Rayashki is a remote town that possesses some significant industrial infrastructure.
Dang.
Therefore, it could be considered an ideal location for a new complex of arms factories.
Oof.
There would be a need to substantially upgrade the Rayashki Wharf, to turn it into one of the seaports Zeno plans to build across the globe.
There it is.
Additionally, a radio station will be constructed within the town, which will better facilitate our communication throughout the Arctic region so as to stabilize and coordinate with the other powers in the area.
I think this is the main plan.
We will now be passing out forms, listing the options I've presented. Please fill them in with your choice.
So your only other option is to turn Rayashki into some kind of military base under Zeno's control?
I won't put it so bluntly, but you're not incorrect. Our resources, as much as anyone's, are limited, and they must be put to good use. We cannot afford to waste them
Suddenly
on
it's an
strategically
invasion.
costly people and places. If you want Zeno to help you, you should be able to give us something in return. Don't you agree?
Folds the proposal again with satisfaction. Crowd his protest led away by the soldiers around.
So Yevgeny, this is the best choice you made for all of us?
I must speak in Mr. Evgeny's defense. He is committed to his duty and only wishes to do what he can for his compatriots.
You're telling people what to do. Great.
Shameless! All you've done is sold us out!
You tell them, Knut.
Do you think it's getting a bit windy lately? Clearly, with all the hot air in Evgeny's head, his mind has been blown away.
All his eye falls on Evgeny, disappointment, sadness, perhaps something more complex. Evgeny, you should quit!
I swear to you, I'm not doing this out of my own interest.
Go fuck yourself.
Comrades, there are many better places in this world, and you have better purposes to fulfill.
Go be a slave somewhere else. How dare you live your life freely? Oh my god, I'm getting heated.
You shouldn't waste your time here.
Why do you get to decide that? Why do you get to decide that? Ugh, a fucking politician. Barrowman puffs up with anger.
Let's all calm down, my friends. It's time to be reasonable.
Reasonable, my ass.
Zeno has been very generous regarding the offers before you.
He readies himself as he about to launch into a grand prepared speech, but his hand trembles. Chill wind sweeps over him.
Generous? Now that's ridiculous. We won't let you take away our family and friends, nor we're about to let you turn our town into a puppet state.
We will stay here, no matter what.
Comrades, I understand how you feel right now.
No, you fucking don't.
But we must face the cruel reality of our situation.
And you're willing to send away our own people, or give up on all we've built here because of this so-called reality?
It is the only way forward. If we continue to stay here without any help, it will be the end of us either way.
Do we have to turn to Zeno for this help?
Again, he fails to react at first, but defeat the expression comes.
The truth is, just as Rayashki's economy has been dependent on Runium, we remain dependent on Zeno. Without them, at the present rate of consumption, we will be out of supplies and materials within a year.
Silent tidal shift sweeps over those assembled. Researchers observe the change with harsh recollection.
The situation looks bad.
You think?
Zeno is determined to gain control over this place.
Yep. That has always been the plan. He touches the unsealed air, fingers jump ways with electrified.
But if I complete the task as Zeno requested, does it mean
Little words echo in their ears.
I will shatter their dream? And what about my dream?
Choices, choices. Words stick in the throat.
Did the people who refuse to acknowledge the study of ley lines act out of the same self-interest? I've seen this happen so many times before. A simple dream is made to face a cruel reality, where the clever ones give up and leave, and the stubborn fools remain, waiting to be crushed. We asked for our misery.
Most of the time. That's what chasing dream means. She turns, a mixed feeling refusing to settle. While a soldier at suppressed mode descend the square, still some bravely charge forward.
Wait! I'm not finished!
Bertolt dismisses her with his hand
But
and
I
leaves.
am Miss Villa.
Researcher remains stunned, but the spontaneous chemistry of hope and resolve begins to catalyze some.
Sir, with all due respect, as an ordinary researcher, I can relate to them. Please, forgive me for interrupting.
She lifts her head, proudly looking out in the direction of the crowd.
I have heard so much about Rayashki these days. They started from nothing, but bit by bit they accomplished the impossible. Their voice should be heard. Природа — это числа и черты.
Silence, no wonder if it comes in view in the life rising up round. They climb onto military boats and surge up and into gun barrels, plugging them out in a comical fashion. Teacher sees on his opportunity, climbs over the wall of confused soldier and charges forward.
Mr. Boto, we can't hold them any longer.
Imagine a fight? Question mark. The conflict ceases. Scaly palm forcibly grabbed Berto's arm, sharp nail tearing at his sleeve.
Now, will you listen to me?
Clay new ledger is stuffed into Bertolt's hand.
We don't need your help. Your soldiers and your tyranny are no longer welcome here.
Hila turns around to face the people.
Comrades, what do you say? Shall we solve the problem with the strength of our own hands and hearts?
What else can we do? This is what we've always done when there was a problem.
There will be more solutions than problems if we work together.
If I must die, I will die here with all of you.
Just stop talking nonsense, you idiot. Nobody is going to die.
Gotta be ready for that.
Rayashki belongs to all of us. We will stand with it till its last moment.
The sudden urge of conviction and unity caused the guards to move back. Many blushed with shame. Some of them quietly withdraw.
Huh. They might say they're just ordinary people, but they are so brave and noble.
So gutsy. Hmm. 4 minutes. Oh god, 9 chapter 2. I can't finish it, guys. I can't finish. Let's see what's gonna happen. In the meantime, let me look up some YouTube videos where we can review the Rayashki story. Oh my god, why is this not open? The system is something retarded. I guess I'll just go eat after this. Hmm. Okay, I seen a video. Okay. Okay, I found a video on the channel Villain Thesis. So probably just gonna react to that. And hopefully he don't mind. I don't think his channel. According to the timer, there's still like 2 hours left. 2 hours and 3 minutes. So yeah. The whole thing took 2 hours 41 minutes. So yeah, kinda matches with our timing. 1 minute to go. So I'll keep this tab. I still also need to reveal our character story. Well, I'm hoping I can finish this soon. It needs to be soon because if I'm delaying chapter 9 again, if I'm delaying the new chapter, it's not gonna be great. It's not gonna be great. Well, 1 minute. Let's see how it goes. Oh, there it is. The refresh is happening. As for farming, everything has already been farmed. And really, they force you to re-log in for this app. That's...
Отпусти вчерашний день, оставь в прошлом. Каждый шаг рисует новый день.
Не смотри назад, нет теней в дневном, светлые небеса путешествуем.
Good singing. Oh, free stuff. Boom, boom, boom. New limbo, let's go. New one. MSU N5C. Let's see. C A N N Y. Miss Uncanny. Understand reader may not have enough free. And I feel enough free time continuing requirement necessary to join languages. Following is the content report director was stable when presenting to the result. So this correction I cannot provide any notice by motion. Departure director they seem to be stable at the time being. With observation of the temporary suspended. Summary expression system is the same as the months and after the right brain zoom no longer trust the reality of the motion conveyed system. No, we can't enter anymore. I am a lock away. Well, at least we stop at a good stop. But it's still another 10 more. This one I can enter. Okay. 4 chapters here. Well, that'll be it. I'll see you guys later or something. I don't know. Whatever. Bye bye.